I'm not really the biggest fan of action films, by which I mean not very often will I seek them out. But I had heard, so many good things about the Bourne films that I decided it was finally time that I gave it a chance. And I did watch the first one. I watched the 2002 film The Bourne Identity. It's the only one that I've seen still, which I guess is a little surprising because I did actually thoroughly enjoy this. Not as much as some people. It's rated 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, which is a ridiculously good rating. But I enjoyed it enough that when I got to the end of it, I kind of thought, that was a good way to spend an afternoon, or an evening, or whatever time of day it was. I can't remember now. So this was released, as I said, in 2002, directed by Doug Liman, written by Tony Gilroy, W. Blake Herron, and Robert Ludlum, and of course stars Matt Damon as Bourne. And the description from this is kind of what made me want to watch it when I was looking at trying to work out if I could be bothered with it or not. And the description from IMDb is as follows. A man is picked up by a fishing boat, bullet-riddled and suffering from amnesia, before racing to elude assassins and attempting to regain his memory. So, Bourne doesn't know who he is or how he ended up there in the fishing boat, and the whole film is trying to elude these, as it said, assassins, while trying to work out what on earth happened and who he is and what he's meant to be doing. And the reason that this drew to me more than the average action film is because I really, really love films about amnesia, particularly when they're done well. And I was really curious. He's not alone in this. He has a new friend called Marie, played by Franka Potente. And, I think the pair work really well on screen. You might think, how can you sustain or create a substantial film that's where the main protagonist has amnesia, but it's an action film? How can you keep the pace going when there are so many questions unanswered? But that is what keeps it going, because just as he begins to get a piece of the puzzle, something else is thrown into the mix. That means that his attention has to go elsewhere, and he is trying to solve this mystery while still protecting his life. And I think it's very well done. The pacing is fabulous. It's very fast, but not so fast that you can't keep up. I didn't really piece together any puzzles or anything, but of course I knew who he was anyway. In terms of his name, it wasn't that much of a mystery. Honestly, I can completely understand why this film is loved so much. It is very, very good. Would I watch it a second time? Maybe, yeah. I think though if I were in the mood to watch this film, I wouldn't, and I'd watch the second one. If you think the second one's worth watching is a bit of a priority, let me know, and I might see if I can find it. I assume it's going to be somewhere like Netflix or Prime, somewhere not too difficult to stream. Maybe one day I'll watch the second one, but for now I'm quite happy to have seen this. I'm pleased that I've seen it. I'm pleased to say I've seen it. I'm glad I made the effort. Definitely wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. Really quite a good achievement.